Track's looking a little wet today, boys. It rained for like the last 30 hours or so. Trails. That means it's a little sticky. It's mostly a clay base, so it gets really slimy real quick. Oh no! Call the emergency team. But on the other hand, it really exposes the low spots on the track. I wouldn't mind getting a couple truckloads of dirt in here. That'd be cool. But lucky for me, there's always something to do in here. So last ride, bolts on this broke, ended the day. So we're gonna fix that up and figure out the fuel tank system. I was gonna buy a new tank, but at the moment to order one, it's gonna take a little bit to get here. So let's make this work in case we need it for the weekend. So what I'm gonna do is bolt up the skid plate. Ta-ta. And then I need to figure out how to hold this in place, and then I want to ditch this whole hose by the spout kind of deal. It's messy when you're filling it. It leaks from here. Got all over my leg last time. So I think I'm just gonna put a hole in it and try to seal it up. Okay, so I got a little solution to hold the tank down. Just bent those brackets, made them bolt in, cut off the bolts so they're kind of flush. I might put something underneath just to be sure that the bolts don't dig into this can, but I'm doing this as cheap as possible, dollar store style. So that sits in there like that. Prevents it from pretty much moving around. And I got some of these straps from the dollar store. They're stretchy. I'm gonna wrap them around, see what they do, see if they do the trick. First, I'm gonna use a bit of this. It's like probably for windows. Sticky, it's foamy. I'm gonna put that on the bottom underneath the gas can because of these bolts here. So I'm gonna put a few pieces down, help protect it from digging in. So it fits. Now I'm just gonna strap these through those holes that I cut so that it stays where it's supposed to be. Drill a line, put the fuel line in it. I did some sealing up on the cap so that it won't leak anymore. So yeah, just gonna drop a line probably here so that the line points to the back where the gravity fed, whatever. I just gotta put the fuel line in, hook up the new fuel filter. So I'm gonna get the, it's Saturday. I just gotta like chill. It's been a long week. Line from the tank down the side securely. Fuel filter into the pump, into the motor. Looking good. Hopefully that helps settle it and sits. Oh, I got the Simpson. And a noisy dog. So this one's pretty ready to go. Got the catch can done. Goes up to this tube. Now, I wanted to put a spout on the bottom, but I didn't. I'll do that maybe later. Just be able to drain it, but I can always just cut these off and pull that out, flip it upside down. Runs there. You can see some residue. From last time I had it out, it was spitting out like oil and fuel and stuff. I'm not sure if there's something for the carburetor too, an overflow. I'm gonna take it for a ride later and check it out, see if it spits everywhere. I got the fuel line put in nicely. Nice big ass fuel filter. Those runs there. Now this is obviously done cheap. I just cut a hole a little smaller than the tube so it's nice and tight, fits in there. hopefully reaches the bottom. And that way I can put the cap back on. I put some sealant inside the cap so it's not gonna leak. It's over here drying. Hopefully that works out. And hopefully the tank stays in place like it should. This should solve all the problems. So now I'm just waiting for that sealant to dry, as well as the big ass pad that I put on the seat while my dog is playing with one of the extra tires in here. Oh no. Sometimes she lets me throw it back here like this, pretend I'm something here. Oh, I'm gonna throw that. Oh no. So while I waited for that to dry, I just welded up some spare pieces, ugly chunks of metal. This is gonna serve as a hook that's gonna bolt to the side of the toolbox and hold the front of the buggy while I take the stand out. I'll show you in a second. So this one's pretty ready. Just needs fuel and then another test ride, see how she goes. Next up is this one here, DK kart, as in Donkey Kong. It needs new fuel lines, new spark plug, an oil change, new fuel filter, I believe, too. And we'll check it out, make sure everything's a-okay, see if the tires hold air, etc., etc. And there's obviously a huge problem with this. It's not supposed to be dark like that. Maybe we can get away with changing fluid, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Brakes are kind of sketchy. Oil change is done. Next thing I'm going to do is just swap out these lines. They're all pretty stiff and gross. And so I'll undo that, change this line here, maybe reroute it a little bit. I got to ditch this filter. Look how disgusting that is. There was stuff in this tank that I recently changed. Chop this off here, change it there. The in-tank piece I'll probably just leave for now. Should be okay. So yeah, I'll just reroute it, and I want to try to maybe put it up like this, so it's not in the way of the heat. Same thing for the throttle cable. It was actually leaning up against the sprocket and it got a little ripped up. So we got to keep an eye on that for sure. Put the fuel, filter, everything in a safe place. So that's the plan then. Change the little spark plug and give it a little test fire. See if it's running okay. And I figured out that I think this is not just a fuel shut off, but it actually is like fuel control. Open it, you get more. That's what happened with this one anyway. Kind of surprised me the other day. All right, so this one and this one are ready. Let's go check out the track conditions. What do you say? Damn. Still a little bit wet. Actually, the rest of the track is all right. Just that spot, which is a pretty crucial spot, and I'm sure over there it's pretty bad. Pretty bad right there too. But actually the rest of the track, besides a couple greasy spots, isn't too bad, but I don't think it's gonna happen today. So this one, the smallest one of the whole fleet, I think it's a CRG Cadet, but I'm not sure. It's a little smaller than the rest of them, and it's got a lot of stuff on it that, you know, a lot of crap. Like, so the guy I guess was a Boy Scout, put this switches and these. This was a speedometer. There's a sensor in the back, but the wire is not connected anymore. There's a lot of crap on this thing for nothing, like this. So I'm gonna just pull all the stuff out, get rid of all the wires. Gonna pull that panel out, but I'm kind of worried there's gonna be a big hole in it after. And there's another switch on here for whatever reason. All this wiring, this light. I'm gonna clean all that up a bit. The tank is kind of whatever, but it works. And this breather, it's set up the same way on the 270, but I'm not sure that that's really doing the job it's supposed to do, because oils and stuff do fly out of that breather hole. So I'm gonna just make a basic drain. I don't think I'm gonna catch can this one unless I use like a Pepsi can or something. But let's just clean it up, and yeah, it needs an oil change and stuff like that too. So go ahead and do that. Probably change the plug, check this one, see if it's running lean or rich or what the deal is, and get them all running. Hopefully tomorrow the track is dry enough, and I'd like to maybe do like a shootout 3-way deal. All 3 of these. 4th one still in the wall. I have a motor for it, but I'm missing front wheels, spindles, all that kind of stuff, brakes, brake lines. So that's a work in progress. But these 2 are good to go, and this one will be good by the end of the evening. All right, so this one, all that unnecessary wiring, the lights and everything that didn't work, little switches here and there are gone. Got rid of all the wiring that was in the way, just hanging off there, making it look crappy. The seat needs a little work. It's kind of loose, but I did this little overflow deal. Just gonna spit out the back. Problem solved. And yeah, I did the oil change. So this one, and that one, all that's really left to do is put some fuel in them and let them rip. But that's gonna be something for tomorrow, because it's kind of late already. So hopefully the track dries up. It just started raining a little bit, but it stopped right away. So hopefully we're good. Tomorrow we might hit the track. We'll get at it in the morning. All right, who's here? We're going playing with the go-karts. Hop in. My long lost other brother, Jeff. Hey, what's up? See the car with your friend once? These guys are bringing the cars. Could be all kinds of trouble. Whoa! Excitement. Oh yeah. All right, so this is the first time we get to see all these karts running at the same time. Welcome to the shootout. Should have brought a sweater. GX 200, 200cc. This one seems to be the quickest so far. This one's old reliable. It's a 270, bigger chassis, heavier weight, wider frame. What it makes up, has in weight, makes up for in torque. And this one is, I believe it's a CRG Cadet. Also a GX 200 engine, but a much smaller, lighter chassis. So let's see what happens. Ready? All right. Okay, again, it's going real red here. Mario Kart. Oh yeah, stuff that in there. Careful. Go, go, go. Got too long in the line. karting before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Brake stock on it. So, oh, another one came out? Shit. Oh, it looks so nice in the sunset. It was fun, yeah.
I think I hit that last corner.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts once it gets going. Okay, I got my mechanic here. We're technically a professional. All right. Yeah, this is ripping the DK Donkey Kong car. Woo! Oh, Jeff just broke his fingers.
Damn near close. Fuck happened there?
Wonders? AJ's taking that burner. Hope he doesn't catch on fire. Didn't even like really fill it up. Plus it spilled everywhere. Whew. Moves.
It gets stuck open.
What, wide open?
Yeah, it gets stuck wide open and it dies down as soon as you're leaning on the seat. So something underneath the seat stopping you.
Maybe it's pushing into the sprocket. It's smoking like it's... Yeah, it's on fire. What you got? Oh, that's disgusting.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't play with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Call an ambulance. Oh no! What happened? What was that noise? Hey? Oh, it sounded like a tire went. Yeah, I hear that. Bet you it's that one. You touched this back tire? Yeah? Oh, maybe you popped it. Maybe they're run flats, who knows? Ooh, little backfire. Do that.
Oh, that's why it's snapping like that.
Yeah. Popping the tire, man. When you guys made contact there.
Oh yeah.
It went whoosh.
And it's still going.
Yeah. Of course, Old Faithful still fucking rolling. Kart until the sun comes up.